Hey, what's up, good people, man? You are tuned into another episode of Fatherhood is Dope, the podcast. It's your guy, Aaron, man. And we right back at it. As you can tell, per this setup, we still in quarantine season. We still leveraging technology like Zoom to get the job done. Because at the end of the day, we want to continue to bring you relevant stories from fathers who are doing their part every day, man. You already know what we do here. Our goal is to amplify the voices of fathers by telling stories and experiences, man, that are relevant. So without further ado, man, I want to go ahead and get into the conversation because me and my mans, we already going and we can't waste. I said, we're not going to waste our conversation without letting the people hear. So I want to present to some and introduce to others, man, my guy, Mr. Tim Ford Jr. What's good, Tim?
What's going on, Aaron? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Tim knows. He just heard a phone call that happened before before we started recording here, man. So he know I'm bringing my energy, man. I can't repeat what my brother said on the phone, but Tim knows that I'm bringing the energy for this podcast, man. So, hey, real quick disclaimer: if you're listening to the podcast on Apple Podcasts or just audio, and you're not watching on YouTube, then know that this podcast is being recorded on Zoom and the video is available on YouTube. So before you go any further, make sure that you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, comment, spread the word. All right, Tim, let's get to it, man. Mr. Viral himself, man. What's good, bro?
What's up, man?
Tim,
what's going on?
Tim, crazy. Man, it's all good. I want to kind of introduce the people to you, man. I mean, you have, millions of people around the world. They have seen your face. They've seen the face of your son, but I don't know how many of them have actually heard your story. And so, man, I just want to let's open up the conversation. How about you tell my listeners about your viral experience and how all of this viral sensation really came about?
My viral experience. Well, my wife, she's I guess you could say a natural. She makes sure we eat natural in this household, and I commend her for that. So we picked up some natural popsicles for the first time. My son was 3 months at the time. We probably picked some up, I'll say, a month before then, and we tried them and they were pretty good and we liked them. So the next time she had some at home and I was at work working, and she gave him some while I was away. So I was looking and I was like, it's kind of funny how he reacted to it, but I didn't think it was going to be anything like that. Mm-hmm. So when I came home the next day, if you could hear in the beginning of the video, I said, so mom then gave him some popsicle, so let me try and see what happened. So this is what happened when I gave him the popsicle. So, man, I gave him the popsicle, and I couldn't even really continue to let him taste it because he almost jumped out of my hand trying to grab it. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. You know, I'll be doing us a disservice if we didn't throw that video in here. So this is what we take that little quick cheesy moment to say, take a look at this.
Yeah.
And we right back. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that video. I hope the video was even edited in this video.
Right.
Tim, you had to send me that video for real. Yeah. Okay. So the video went viral, man. I was on the phone with you the other day. We were literally, looking at the view, how many people have actually viewed the video. So tell us the platforms. I don't want to steal the thunder. So tell us the ones that come off the top of your head that you know who plugged you and your video and helped you to be a viral sensation.
It was the Shade Room, Dulio, and I think what happened before the Shade Room and Dulio.
Oh, you got picked up before the Shade Room?
Yeah, man, it was before Shade Room. It was because I put it up in November. Yeah. And then it didn't do much. In December, it went viral on Facebook, and then December went viral on Facebook, and then come right after that, probably in January, maybe end of January, someone shared it on Instagram, and then it went viral. Then Shade Room picked it up, and then someone on Twitter shared it. Then I ended up seeing on some like someone that my wife knows, daughter, saw it on TikTok. I don't even own TikTok, and ended up seeing it on TikTok too.
Yeah.
So it's just like different places at different times ended up picking it up.
That's
It was
cool.
crazy, bro.
That's cool,
Yeah.
man. I you know what's so interesting in hearing all this is people understanding the viral, what does it really mean to go viral? Like you said, you posted the video in November. It got picked up in December, kind of on Facebook. Facebook, it started to kind
Yeah.
of go viral. Shade Room didn't even pick it up until January,
Yeah.
right? And so
Yeah.
I'm trying to imagine what that wave was like. And so is there like a recipe? Because everybody wants to go viral. We all want to go viral. I want this to go
Right.
viral right now, right?
Yeah. Right.
But from someone who's had that viral experience, like, is it a recipe? Is it a luck of the draw? Is it like a miracle? Like, what
Man.
is it? Like, did you try to, was that intentional? Because sometimes things get picked up, and sometimes it's like, no, we're gonna put all the right ingredients for this to
Yeah.
light a fire.
Yeah. Definitely was not that. I did not put all the ingredients together to light a fire. I didn't do anything along those lines. I was just I just share moments with me and my son on my story anyway. So I just like was sharing the moment on my story, and it ended up taking off. Like I put it on my story, and then one of my friends was like, "Bro, this is funny. Like I got to start getting a couple people laughing in my DM." So I was like, let me post it on my page and see what happens. Ended up posting on my page, and it took off from there. So I wouldn't say it's a formula, man. It's just being organic and being you. Don't try to do it. It'll happen, because we all try. I've been trying too, and it didn't happen when I tried. So just be organic and just be you, man. That's the best formula in my opinion, because
Yeah.
that's how it happened for me.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
wondering, we hadn't even gotten into really your role as a father. I'm
Yeah.
kicking the door down talking about viral videos and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I do want to know that, we've been on social media, we're the generation of social media. We grew up on social media, and I'm
Yeah.
just trying to
Right.
see, like, does that interaction from like November of 2019 to date, like, how does that change your mindset and your perspective because now, maybe you were before, but now when you go viral, somehow I can imagine you become a content creator, you become
Bro.
a social media influencer. So listen, and like
Bro.
literally overnight, you have become a content creator and a social media influencer. And so just with that type of mindset, like, how does that change how you're approaching things? How does that change how you posting videos?
Yeah. That's a good question. I like that, bro. And
It's
it
what I
changed
do.
because
It's what I do, Tim.
yeah. That's real.
Oh,
But
no.
man, it changed because like you always hear like about moments where you gotta capitalize on the moment and seize the opportunity, and like sometimes it ain't gonna be what you think it was. So it was like one of those moments where like, should I focus more on fatherhood? Because that really wasn't what I was talking about. Like
Yeah.
I was just in my zone, just kicking it with my son. But now I see that people, like you say, I didn't became a content creator, and people are like, oh, I want to see more videos of you and your son now. I love it. Like, oh, I want to see him grow. And it's like, wow, like so many people want to see it now. Like, how can I maneuver? And it was like, guess you could say it's fun, because this has been one of my goals anyway, my entire life,
Mhm.
honestly.
Now,
So I like,
give me clarity, because I've heard you say that before. But when you say this has been one of my goals, what do you mean by that?
okay, in 10th grade, man, I started hosting talent shows in high school. So like I've always had this is my gift, to be able to motivate crowds and motivate people to be able to smile and like put a story together that way people like it. So ever since like I graduated from high school, I knew like some kind of way I would have my own show, some kind of way I would be able to use my gift in that platform and in that way. So I've been sort of picking at different ways and trying to do it within like hip hop, within like R&B, within like comedy, trying to just find different niches. And then this one just falls into my lap, and it's like, I got all the tools and how to maneuver in each niche. I just never had a niche to put the tools into. So
Yeah.
it's like a perfect opportunity to use the tools, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like I've been prepared for years, man, but it
Yeah.
was just the niche came, and I just got to go ahead and do what I know how to do in the right niche.
So I'm drilling to the bottom of it, because this is getting to know Tim, right?
Yeah,
And
right,
so
right.
because you still haven't given it a name, and so allow me to attempt to name it for you, or to poke and ask questions. So it's the it, an actor. It's the it, a host. It's the it, on air personality, on air talent, just personality in general. Like, how do you, if you had to define the it just for the sake of this conversation, what type of name would you put on the it when you say I've been at this or at it for a while?
I would say just the personality host. That was one of the questions, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, personality.
It didn't have
host,
to be
man.
one of those, but if it fit, then go for it.
Yeah, definitely. If that was it would be a personality host.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite, like you said, I couldn't quite name on it. So it was like, it's something in me. Like I just couldn't do it on my own. So it was, when I let God have it, man, it happened, basically.
Man, don't go there, bro. Because listen, listen, what that shirt say? I can do all things through Christ, who strengthens me, bro. Don't get me going on this podcast. You said when I let go and I let God. Look, I'm shaking the computer and everything. No, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Well, you said it fell in your lap, but if I'm watching the video correctly, you were technically holding it in your arm, aka T3. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to the piece that even makes you qualified, to even be in this fatherhood social media influencer, fatherhood social media content creator, fatherhood personality. All of the stuff. I'm trying to gas you up right now, man. I'm trying to give you all your roses and flowers right now. But let's get to it, man. Let's talk about you and T3. You and I, we know him as T3, but how about you give him a proper introduction, and then how we get to T3, and we're going to talk about that platform a little bit here.
Well, it's Timothy Orlando Ford III, man. That's his name. And right.
That's
right.
strong. That's strong.
Yeah, right. It's just raw. It just sounds good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to go with. I struggled with it for a while. I was like, should I name that? Should I give him his own name? How should we do it? But I feel like he'll probably be happy and proud that he got something to, pass down. And the third time's a charm. So, my dad, he had it. I got it a little bit. My T3, he gonna be the one to take it to the next level.
Yeah, he got all the juice. I feel it.
Yeah, he got it. Yeah.
So, give me the rundown, man. What's T3 like? How old is he? And then we're gonna get back to that whole popsicle moment. But how old is he?
Yeah. He's 9 months now. He'll be 10 in probably on the 6th of next month.
Cool.
10 months, man. So right now he's 9.
So this is kind of early for. He can't answer this question clearly, but like how? I mean, so basically he's a baby. He's a toddler. He's still a baby.
Man, infant.
He's still an infant.
Yeah, right. Infant.
I have my daughter is 3, so I think she a toddler. I'm sorry, she's a big girl. She's a big girl. Yeah, I got a big girl. If you've been keeping up, and not just you, but I'm talking to the listener, like if you've been keeping up with what I'm doing over here at Fatherhood is Dope. I mean, I started off like kind of blogging, I started off blogging about my experiences with my daughter Journey just as soon as she was like 3 months, and I already had her laid out on her changing table doing photo shoots and going around Nashville doing photo shoots and writing about it. And I know what that experience was like, because kids, they're unpredictable. You are on their time. What they say goes, and what they say sounds like whine and screaming, like that you can really interpret. But when they say it, it goes, right? So with all that being said, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how are you managing, like, kind of ramping up your profile and portfolio, especially on social media, but like the thing that gets you there is really the participation in the cooperation of a 9-month, 9-month-old baby infant. Let's talk about it.
You're good, man. You're good. You're good.
Me, man. That's what I'm saying. Man,
That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. You're gonna get it, man. But it's how have I been juggling? Man, it's funny you asked that. Because I was working on the introduction for the YouTube channel the other day.
I like what's going on over there.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. So I was sitting in this exact spot. I had it all planned. I was gonna have my son. I was gonna record what I need to say. We was gonna do it. bro, he didn't sit down the whole time. Like, when we doing, when I'm holding the phone and I'm on Instagram, bro, he's chilling. But when I tried to open up, when I put that big camera right here, bro, he wasn't feeling that at all. So I had to adjust. So it was kind of like, well, it's not going to be how you see everyone else doing it yet. He's a baby. Like, you got to adjust and do it how you going to do it. So you just got to pivot, man. You can't just be one-minded, as we can see now with what's going on. You just got to adjust and figure out the best way to do it. So the opportunity came for a reason. So it's going to get difficult at some point. You just got to figure it out and keep going.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You know, I talk to other dads that's in this space of being content creators, and that's one thing that's what the public, they don't always see. You know, they see the end result of that one picture. They see the end result of that one video. Like today, I was prepping to juice, and then I'm putting out my own content. You know, we're content creators, and dare I say we're social media influencers as well. And so, you know, there's a following, there's content that we're producing on a regular. So I'm preparing to put out my video of Journey and I juicing. We're going to juice after her nap, but I already did some of the prep, like cleaning the fruits and vegetables. And I had some celery downstairs soaking. That's why I was running up the steps right before we got on this call. But all that to say, when I was doing the prep, Journey came in and she wanted to play and she wanted to do some stuff or whatever. And I was like, hey, baby, not right now. You know, we got to do this step and then we're going to do that step. And hold on, why did I bring that up? I'm talking about the cooperation and participation. So she kind of had a fit. I let her play with some celery. She was playing drums with some celery. She had a little piece of carrot and then she went on about her business. But at the end of the day, this is where I'm trying to get to. As a content creator, I think that it's important for, especially those who are dealing with who include their kids in their content. It's important to really like be honest with yourself and know that, you know, it's all not going to work out like you plan. Like you said, you expected him to sit right here in your lap. You got your camera angle going. You got the 2, the 5, the 3 points that you're going to speak on. And then all of a sudden, he started crying. He has a blowout. He wants to nap. He keeps sliding down in your lap. And guess what? Guess what the truth is? You don't have to say it, but I'm going to say it. That we get frustrated.
Bro, yeah.
We get so frustrated because I'm about to kick it back. Tim, I'm kicking it back over to you. But we get frustrated because it's like in some ways, it's like we got a job to do.
Yeah.
We got a job to do. And we passionate. So speak on it, man. Speak on it. Speak on what you just heard me say. What you feeling?
I got, like you said, you get frustrated, man, but like the frustration it comes with humbleness immediately, because like you got to realize like he didn't ask to be here and like he didn't ask to be in this situation. So you can't he don't even know what's going on really. He just, what's the word I'm looking for? He's just trying to let me know he's not comfortable right now. That's not what he's trying to do. And he got his own mind right now. He's growing in his own kind of way. Maybe his legs hurt because he's trying to stretch from getting so long, man. I don't know what's going on, you know, but I can't just get mad at him because he's not trying to do what I'm trying to do at the time, because it's bigger than this the YouTube thing, you know what I mean? I can't just, I don't want to pass on that frustration to him, because I felt that same type of frustration from my parents in certain situations. I'm not trying to, that's like one of the biggest things that I'm trying not to do, is pass on those type of traits. And once I notice it, it's like, nah, snap out of it immediately, because I always like know, like, nah, I can't go down that road. Let me just adjust. Like you see at the end, I just laid him on my chest. I knew he liked that, so let me just lay him down, put him where he's comfortable, and let's try to do it from this way. Yeah. Just adjust. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, man,
knowing when.
You hit it. And when you're creating content with your kids, man, you literally have to work around them. And that's something that we all could like benefit from. I was speaking on, you and I, we was talking about the Dad 2.0 conference the other day in DC, and I got the chance to speak on the panel. And normally on the panel, you're answering questions, but I posed a question, just a conscious question to dads who are in the room. And it's like, how do you draw that balance of producing your content and making sure that you're not pimping out your kid? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so there is a balance, and no
Bro, you
parent,
cold.
no decent parents. Gas me up, bro. Gas me up,
You
man.
cold, man.
In the
I
famous
mess with
words,
you, bro.
in the famous words of Chance the Rapper, gas me up, man. But you
I'm
know,
gonna keep it real, bro.
yeah, but you know, I mean, we do have to draw that fine line of like not picking out our kids for the sake of creating content. I'm gonna tell you from firsthand experience that T3, Journey, you know, dad, kid, fill in the blank. Only thing they want at the end of the day, like, is to spend time with their dad. Like, that's the most important thing. But Journey has gotten to a point where now she knows that sometimes when you're spending time with dad, we're going to take a picture or we're going to record video. And so now after a while, she's kind of conditioned. However, she still's in her mood. Like, if she don't want to do it, guess what? Either I have to wait until she wants to do it, or sometimes I'm like, man, you've seen my page. I do a lot of stuff by myself now. You know I'm a dad. So guess what? You know, this is the advice I'm passing off to you. You may get to a point, everybody, they always gonna want to see Tim Jr. and T3, or T3 and me, which we're about to get to. But they're gonna always want to see y'all, man. Just know that sometimes, like, you've already established yourself as a father. You're gonna continue to establish yourself as a father. And I dare to say that as your brand and as your platform continues to grow, sometimes, man, you'll find yourself doing something by yourself to give T3 a break. And to let him breathe a little bit. And honestly, I feel like when you bring them back into the picture, people, they appreciate that even more, man. They like to see the
even more. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about that, like, literally like 2 nights ago. Like, man, like it's changed a little bit. Like, it's all not in a bad way, but I've noticed like it's all about him now. And it's like, okay, that's cool, but is it too much?
Yeah.
Like, when does it slow down? Like, is the question, because he's still a baby. Like, I don't want to like sort of work him too hard at it. You know what I mean? Because he's not trying to. Right. He ain't trying to be in the camera the whole time. He want to chill too. You know what I mean? So,
hey, man.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah. These kids, they're gonna have a story. They're gonna be like, man, I've been working since I was 3 months.
Bro, literally.
3 months. You don't know nothing about working.
Literally. Look, he was at the farmer's market. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
Okay. Let's kind of let's bring the family unit in just a little bit, because you brought up the farmers market, man. You know, what's a platform? What's an opportunity to be on anybody's platform without promoting anything and everything that you're doing? So let's talk about. We're gonna say T3 and me for the next one, but for the next point. But let's talk about the farmers market, man. Anything you want to put on that? How you and your family, what y'all do together as a unit that includes T3, that includes your wife?
Yeah. Well, first, man, I gotta give a shout out to my wife for pushing out T3, man, because I watched it happen, and it was shout out to her, man. But I love her for that. And we have a our natural wellness business that we run at the Nashville Farmers Market. We sell our natural products. She makes body butters, hair butters, like elderberry syrup, sanitizers, hair oils. And she's a licensed herbal practitioner and a student midwife. So I kind of stand up there, and I'm in charge of, I guess you could say, marketing and sales. So I'm the marketing and sales guy.
Yeah.
While she makes it, and I teach T3 how to sell, and she teaches T3 how to make. So he's really been out there since, man, he was a month old. I had him in the carrier out there with me, and of course she had him in the carrier with her while she was doing her thing. So he's been exposed to it early, man.
So y'all really already have a 9-month entrepreneur, actor, on-camera personality, business baby. I mean, he the boss baby.
Hey, that's what one of my cousins called him, man. She called him Boss Baby.
Boss Baby.
Yeah,
we watch Boss Baby all the time. They got new season 3 released on Netflix. Man, that's pretty cool. All right, so let's get into T3, man.
It's breaking up a little bit, bro.
Am I back?
Oh, no, it's breaking up a little bit.
Let me know when you can hear me.
Yeah, you're saying.
Cool. All right. So y'all know we on the internet. But we not gonna let this technology is supposed to amplify our voices. We're not gonna let it hinder our voices, man. So It's, you know, man, I like to say on this platform, on this podcast, man, it's like whatever happened goes. So
Yeah.
people, they rock with us, man. All right, so here we go, man. Let's talk about T3andme.
Yeah.
So, you know, we at the top of this, we talked about you going viral. Literally, I was trying to do the math with you the other day, but basically that video of you and T3 literally has over 5 million views, and probably more. I was just counting Instagram. I didn't even count Facebook.
Yeah.
I didn't even touch Facebook. But we can venture to say it's well over 5 million views that you have, and that puts you in a viral position. And so I know you and we've discussed that you've had to change up your game plan for some other things that you had in the making. Like you said, you've been working on this for some time now. And so as you have pivoted to producing more content with you and T3, like, what's the goal? How does that translate to this new platform that you are breaking into of YouTube, not Instagram, but YouTube?
Well, I would say the goal, the mission is to basically turn the moment into a movement, man. We want to inspire more fathers to engage into the lives of their children. That's the ultimate goal and the mission for the YouTube channel. And I just want to give people the insight into the ins and outs of how we do our thing and how we kick it. And it's not going to be, I don't want to, make it seem like this is the standard or this is like how it's supposed to go, but just to look on, I might make mistakes, and I plan on being honest about my mistakes and letting people know, like, man, I failed here. I thought this at this moment when I should have did this, and being honest, like we just talked about with the frustration part, like talking about things like that and talking about moments where we could help mom more or where we should have did certain things. Like, because one of the things that I want to talk about is, like, I ask my wife a lot of times on topics and things. She told me, well, you should tell guys how to help mom during the breastfeed period. Because I heard a lot of people talk about that. And I was like, that's a good idea, because a lot of dads don't know about that. And I kind of want to help be a voice for Black dads, bro, because we ain't got nobody to give us no direction on a lot of this stuff. And then I noticed that a lot of my brothers it's hard for them to accept information from someone that don't look like them. So they're not very receptive to it. So they kind of shut off when they're like, man, I ain't trying to hear what he's talking about. He ain't been through how I've been through it. So once they see somebody else talking about it, they kind of they feel the connection, because they know, like, man, I know he from where I'm from. I can tell, like, he just trying to figure it out. So I kind of want to give someone to look, somewhere to look at, to be able to get some reference points when they're trying to become a father in this society, man. Because it ain't easy. But if you got some tools and the good reference points, it'll help you out a lot.
Yeah, man, that's pretty dope. So I want to take one huge step back from when you were talking about the farmers market, just a point of clarity, because I hope, and at least my analytics tells me that people outside of our city, our state, listens to this and watch these videos. And so the farmers market that you're in reference to, where you and your wife sell your product along with T3, is the Nashville farmers market.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
and then just to bring it up to the points that you just made, man, I think well, my internet was fuzzy when you said something. I know what you said, but I just want to make sure that the audience doesn't miss it. And can you say again what the mission is for T3andme?
The mission is to inspire more fathers to engage into the lives of their children, man.
And then what's that hashtag, that mantra that you said?
Oh, we want to turn the moment into a movement.
Turn a moment into a
goal.
movement. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to put a pin in that. That's key. Yeah. That's important. That's what you put on the T-shirt.
That's it.
Pay me.
See?
Pay me, bruh.
See? Pay me.
Run me my bag, bro.
What's the percentage? What's the percentage?
Just
we gotta talk about the percentage offline. We gotta talk.
Hey, listen. This is really a consulting call, bro.
Right.
See, I do this.
You help me get to the next level. Yeah.
Hey, see, I consult too. That's what you don't know, man. You got to have multiple streams of income, man. I consult on this stuff. I consult on a whole bunch of stuff. If I got two days more of experience than you do, then I'm a consultant.
Literally, for real.
No, okay. Yeah, man. So I mean, you said a lot. I mean, I really do agree with you on that point of kind of being the representation for other men, black men, brown men who look like you, who are figuring out like, how do I show up as a dad?
Yeah.
And yes, there's some dad content out there, but the the spectrum of fatherhood is so broad that, you know, we need as specific of content as possible. Like you and I are in Nashville, and so even though we can see a black dad, but he's in LA, living the LA way, which may not resonate with the Nashville way or the Southern way. You know what I mean? And so I do want to commend you and encourage you and remind you that yes, there is other dad bloggers and vloggers and content creators out there. I know several of them. We meet up. I love them. They're my brothers in this movement together. But also, I think that there is space for us all, and there is clearly like a specific niche market of dads just for you. Like we talked about the other day, man. I'm not gonna get into all of that, but I just want to say, man, keep pushing. Like, cause as I watch your content, I see how people respond to UNT3, man, and they love it. They just they eating it up so quick, man.
Yeah, it's humbling, man. It's a blessing, bro. It's a gift from God, bro. It's all to just give the glory back to Him, because man, we weren't supposed to be here, bro.
Yeah, none of us.
Right, right, right. So man, anything they see is from Him, bro. So I always try to keep in the forefront of my mind. It ain't about me.
Yeah,
it's about
Dang, when you said it ain't about me, you messed me up, man, because I was about to hit you with a question that was going to kind of make it be about you. So I'm going to respect the fact that you just said that, and I'm going to do what you do in parenthood all the time, and that's pivot. So I'm just going to respect it. That's why you got to stay on your toes, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess when it's all said and done, once the dust settles, and I'm particularly talking about this quarantine season, like, how do you want to come out of, like, we've been quarantined, at least, I don't even know, like 50, 11 days, as they say. Man. I don't know. It's been a minute, but you know, you all come out of this season of quarantine, like, what's the expectation to move forward? Like, how do you pivot coming out of this?
Honestly, man, I don't. There isn't like I don't know how to pivot. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say I don't know how to pivot, but out of this, it's so like unique and new. Like, I don't know. We just, how can I put it? It's like we've been put into a new normal, like with my family, bro. Like, cause before the quarantine, things were getting crazy, and like after, it just got crazier. So it's all been like, the quarantine really was just like the tip of the iceberg for my family. So I don't know how to describe it, bro. That viral thing really changed our lives before the quarantine.
Yeah. So
I just want to be able to, like, we were supposed to go on ridiculousness before this quarantine happened. Like, and I just want to be able to just jump back into things like that. Like I spoke with what's his name? The guy from with the guy comedian DJ Pryor. I spoke with him, and he was adamant on, like, man, make sure that you continue, like, letting people see this. Don't let nobody, like, because we have to put content out like this. Nobody is seeing this. It's important that you keep working. So I was just like, I'm trying to put myself in position to let dads know that it's dads out here trying. So get the image out there more, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how that's gonna work. I'm just like, my plan is to connect with, I gotta get the right mentor for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the goal. I gotta connect with the right person that's in it already that can help me get there. Cause I know some things, but I don't have it figured out yet. You gotta learn from at least one person for sure.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Finding somebody who's comfortable meeting and talking about some stuff after the quarantine. Cause everybody gonna be
Hey, when you find, hey, this man done dropped the phone. Hey, when you find them, put me on too, bro.
Right. I got you, man. We're gonna find somebody because we gotta figure it out, bro. We got to.
Yeah. Man, it's all love. I'm about to land the plane. Oh, I wanted to tell you, because I just did a podcast. My podcast that released last week was with my guy, Dr. Martez Burks. I call him Tez. I tell everybody you call him Doctor, but I call him Tez. but Tez told me something back in the day, man, like back in 2008, 2009. When I was like kicking up, because I used to do this thing called the Just Aaron Show. It's on YouTube floating around.
Yeah.
And Tez told me back then, man, just whatever you're doing, man, just stay consistent. Just stay consistent.
Yeah.
And so I'll tell you, like, whether regardless of your numbers, regardless of your following, like stay consistent, because I talked to another dad last year. He went viral like years ago. I'm not going to mention his name, but him and his daughter went viral for something that they did. And like, he like shot into the stratosphere. He has over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube. The video that went viral on YouTube, man, it's been watched over 20 million times on YouTube.
Wow.
Like, and again, this was like 5 or 6 years ago. And so he was just talking about that wave of like going viral and then like hitting big and then like fizzling out and then hitting a little bit and fizzling out, and how you sustain yourself. And so I've never went viral. I don't have that experience firsthand, but I have talked to several dads. I mean, you saw I even did a podcast at the top of season 2 with Glenn, or we know him as Belief in Fatherhood, who Glenn goes viral like I feel like every other month.
With some, all right.
I mean, but his content is so good and he's so well deserving, but he goes viral all the time. But he'll tell you too firsthand, man, that consistency is key, because sometimes you're gonna hit big, sometimes you just gonna hit. And at the end of the day, like you and I talked about the other day, we have to decide and make sure we know our why and our who. Like who are we making this for? And then of course, why are we making it? I think you and I, we both have clarity on why we're doing it. And then, you know, we had the conversation about who are we doing it for? And that's a whole nother conversation. That's another podcast. I'll save some content for us to come back and have another conversation.
Definitely.
Like
Definitely.
If you ain't went, you know, if you ain't got a few bags and then you be like, nah.
I'm gonna still talk to you, bro. Don't worry. Hey, this my first podcast, bro. So hey, I'm definitely coming back. First one, bro. First one.
See, man, you got the type of talent and personality. I see you're gonna be taking off. You're gonna be on everybody's podcast. I love when I
received that, bro.
You were here first, though.
Yeah. I was on Fatherhood is dope first.
Fatherhood is dope. All right, well, you know something? I'm landing the plane. On that one, man.
Yeah, good job.
All right, I appreciate it. Bro. Yo, you have been listening to Fatherhood is Dope, the podcast, man. My guy, my special guest, Tim Ford Jr. Tim, tell them where they can find you on Instagram or on all your platforms.
You can on my Instagram and Twitter. My hashtag. Wow, my name is @Tim Ford. Do you say @ I'm new to this, y'all. I don't know if you say @ but it's _ Tim Ford Jr. Instagram. Yeah.
And don't worry, because your Instagram name is probably up on the screen.
Facebook is just okay. Well, yes. My Facebook is Tim Ford Jr. So I don't know how Facebook is. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to utilize that properly, because it's so, I don't know, man. It's just so iffy and politicky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know how they go. But YouTube is T3 and me, so you can see the channel, man, and follow the journey of what my son and I do.
Yeah. You and me both, we got to figure out Facebook a little bit.
Bro.
Hey, when you find your audience, nurture your audience. So if it's not Facebook, don't worry about it. If it's YouTube, nurture YouTube. If it's Instagram, nurture Instagram. Facebook, they'll catch up when they catch up. All right. So you heard it first. He was here first.
Yeah.
Y'all already see how many bags he owed me. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Ford Jr. You can follow him at T3andMe on YouTube. He wants you to follow him on YouTube more than anything. I guarantee you that. All right. You've been listening to Fatherhood is Dope, the podcast. Y'all make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube page. Make sure that you follow the podcast and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts as well. Y'all, it's been so real, man. Make sure you share this interview with everybody, man. I always enjoy having these conversations with special guests, and we always enjoy sharing these conversations with you. We hope you got something out of it. Fatherhood is Dope, the podcast. Peace.